of Georgia's current 24 commitments in the 2026 class, I think these 5 guys are way better than their current ranking. So that's what we're talking about in today's video. 5 guys that are currently committed to the Dogs that I think are extremely underrated right now if you go look at their current ranking. So let's jump into it right now. The first guy I want to talk about, a guy that I've talked about for a while now, 4-star wide receiver Craig Dandridge Jr. out of Cambridge High School, 6'1", 175. Currently ranked as the number 36 wide receiver in the country, number 229 overall. That's ridiculous, okay? That is ridiculous. I find it very hard to believe that there are 35 wide receivers better across the country. This guy is electric with the football. He's coming off a massive breakout junior season for the Bears where he caught 57 passes, 1,443 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's an average of 24.9 yards per catch. Okay, this guy is a big play machine. He is crafty, runs really well. He's one of the fastest receivers in the state of Georgia. And every week, this guy makes big play after big play. One of the best route runners you'll find probably across the South. He gets open consistently. He's elusive. He makes defenders miss, breaks tackles, right? He can win jump ball scenarios, great ball skills. Even if he's covered closely, this is a guy that can make a tough catch in traffic, great in the red zone. Again, this is one of the biggest playmakers among all position groups in the state of Georgia. And if you're telling me there are 35 wide receivers in the country better than him, I'm just not believing you. So I think this is a guy way better than his ranking. This guy shot up Georgia's board this spring for a reason. He's been dominant in the 7-on-7 in the camp circuit. And I know that's not real football, but when he's lined up against someone, it's hard to find a defensive back who can cover him in one-on-one coverage. He's just that good. I think he is way better than the 36th wide receiver in the country. I expect his ranking to increase more and more over time. Number 2, Chase Calott. This is one of Georgia's most recent commitments. He committed to Georgia on Friday over Texas. There is a reason Texas wanted him badly. There's a reason Michigan recruited him from the very beginning. He is big, athletic, 6'3", 190 pounds. He's ranked as the number 15 cornerback and the number 117 overall prospect in the country. When I turn on the film, I see a top 100 player. I see versatility, a guy who lines up at safety for a really strong North Shore program in Houston, Texas. Plays safety. Georgia likes him at cornerback. If he adds 10, 15 more pounds, Duke could play linebacker. He is a head-hunting machine, one of the hardest tacklers on Georgia's commit list in the secondary, but his size, his toughness, his ability to make plays in the run game and be a promising cover guy. I mean, he's not the fastest, but you put him out on the perimeter and he can cover those bigger physical receivers. He's got enough size to do that. He's got length. He's got great awareness. This guy can turn around and find the football in the air and make a play on it, right? Oftentimes when the defender gets beat down the field, they're not looking for the ball. This guy makes it a habit of looking for the football when he's in position down the field to make a play. Love his size, love his versatility, love his toughness. He already looks like a Division I player right now. And I get he's a promising cornerback because he doesn't play that position right now. And he's a big cornerback. I get it. But if you're telling me there's 14 cornerbacks who project better at the next level than him, I'm not sure I'm buying that. I see a top 100 player, and I like him a lot. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he turns out better than Justice Fitzpatrick and Caden Harris, 2 guys who are currently ranked ahead of him at the cornerback position. So Chase Calott, one of Georgia's recent commitments, I'm a big fan on. I think he is underrated right now. Let's go to another wide receiver. I'm talking about Brady Marqueezy, Georgia's 4-star wide receiver commitment out of Cartersville. I know that program really well. I spoke with him and some of his coaches a few weeks ago. I'm all in on this kid. He can play. He's one of the fastest receivers in the state, coming off a really productive season. Over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's a sub-11 guy in the 100-meter. There's a reason Michigan did everything they could to try to flip him from Georgia. And there are some out there who thought he was flipping to Michigan. It's because he's a really good player. Georgia said, no. We want to keep this guy badly. We're going to do everything we can to keep him from flipping. And it's because he's really good. He's ranked as the number 55 wide receiver in the country, number 355 overall. Again, I'm not buying it. Not buying it at all. This kid runs really well. He's got size. He is a muscular 6'1", 185. He works hard, comes from a program that plays to a standard. He practices hard, he works hard. They're going to get the most out of him. He's a leader, and he's working on his route running. That's something that can be improved, but that's something that, can be worked on and developed over time, and that'll probably happen when he gets to Athens. But there's a lot to like about his game, and I think he's a lot better than the number 55 wide receiver in the country. I'm telling you right now, Michigan and Georgia both think he is a lot better than that. Number 355 overall, I'm not buying it. Brady Marqueezy, the flying Italian out of Cartersville High School, he's better than his current ranking, and Michigan and Georgia will both tell you that exact same thing. So if you're in the Cartersville area, Bartow County, north of Cobb County, make sure you go watch this kid play this fall. He is worth the price of admission. He is a big, big deal, and he's better than where he's currently ranked. Zachary Lewis, three-star guard that Georgia has on the committee list. I say guard. He's one of the best right tackles in the state of Georgia, plays out of North Gwinnett. He's the number 63 guard prospect. I don't know where he is overall. I did not have that in my notes. I thought I did. We're going to look it up right now. He's the number 677 overall player in the country. But what I like most about his game is really not even remotely close to talking about his game. It's his love for Georgia. Here's what he had to say when he committed to Georgia, got the green light to jump on board. He did not miss that opportunity. He said, Georgia's always at a special place in my heart because I have grown up a Dogs fan and have grown up to love Georgia football. Being able to go to Georgia is a dream come true, and all the glory goes to God. Georgia is doing something special, and I would love to be part of that. I want to be developed as a Dog. So this kid jumped on board not because he was getting the most money or because he was guaranteed playing time. This kid just wants to wear the red and black. This kid dreamed of playing for Georgia. When he got the opportunity to do so, he immediately jumped on board. So this guy's going to give everything he has for Georgia. He works hard. He's versatile. I think he could play center at Georgia if they need him to, guard, but he's also an outstanding right tackle who's really mobile. I think he's not the biggest or heaviest guy, 6'4", 275. So he's going to get bigger and stronger when he gets to Athens. So I think he's got a promising frame, good footwork, good technique. He is a mauler in the run game. He's only going to improve as a pass protector. Just a 3-star, and I'm not saying the kid should have 5 stars next to his name or anything like that. I'm just saying he's better than the number 670 overall prospect in the country. If you live in Gwinnett County, Suwanee, go watch him play this fall. They actually play Calott County up in Suwanee. I'll be at that game. Looking forward to that. But Zachary Lewis is a guy that Georgia's staff liked. They allowed him to jump on board, and he is a lot better than where he is ranked right now. Another guy, one of Georgia's lowest ranked commitments, so it's easy to put him on this list, is Cory Howard. He is an edge defender, but more of a defensive lineman out of Valdosta, a guy that Georgia put on their board this spring. He worked out for Trey Scott and earned an offer and an opportunity to jump on board. He is ranked as the number 79 edge defender, number 811 overall. Okay, this guy is not even a top 800 player in the country, but if Georgia wants him and Trey Scott, the best defensive line coach in the country, says, hey, this guy can play for me, there's no way he is number 811 in the country. He's better than that because Georgia took him, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, right? If the Georgia staff likes a player and wants to bring him on board, they're not bringing on scrubs, okay? They're bringing on guys with talent, with size, and that's exactly what this guy has. So his best football is still way ahead of him, and that's another reason why I put him on this list. But number 811 overall, that's ridiculous. He will see his ranking improve. And the folks who make these rankings, they will move guys up when they see a staff like Georgia accept a guy. Same thing with Alabama or Ohio State. If they see a low 3-star and they're saying, hey, this kid can play for us, the guys who make these rankings are going to say, well, okay, we have this wrong somehow. If these coaches who know more than we do are taking him, then there's no way he can be out of the top 800 across the country, right? So his ranking will improve. Just 36 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks last year. So I get it. I'm not saying this guy should be ranked crazy high, but I think he's a mid to high 3-star. I don't think he's a low 3-star, but 6'6", 260. You can't teach size, and his potential is easy to see. He's a talented kid who can move. And again, his best football is way ahead of him. I expect him to outplay his ranking, whether he starts at Georgia or not, whether he barely plays. I expect him to make some type of plays if he does get developed properly. So that's a guy who is a lot better than his current ranking. But overall, Georgia they're going to push for the number one class in the country. A lot of these guys are ranked really high, but these are 5 guys where I'm looking at their ranking right now, and I'm saying there's no way this is correct. These guys are a lot better than their ranking. Make sure you check out their highlights over on Dawg Post. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you over on the website.